everyone, and welcome to this week's edition of Table Talk. We have Mary Barkaloo with Theater West Garden Walk and Deline Loudon, one of the participants of the Garden Walk, here to talk about it. So I was just wondering if you guys could start off by just telling me a little bit about what the Garden Walk is and how it works and all that kind of stuff.
Well, the Garden Walk is a fundraiser for Theater West, and we look at 5 to 6 gardens we identify, and we get homeowners like Elaine who are willing to show their garden and work hard for that big day in June. And so we just have some beautiful yards in this area, and we've been, this year we have 3 in Gering and 2 in Scottsbluff, but we've been known to be in Bayard, Mitchell, Morrill, Melvita.
Wow.
So anyway, so we do have that. So we do get around, you know.
Yeah.
So, and we do get information from other homeowners that make suggestions. But we also go peeking around the backyard.
Trying to see.
This is kind of worrying me. And what time do you go doing this?
Believe me, it's daylight.
But yeah, so Deline, how long have you been kind of involved in the Garden Walk?
Well, this is going to be my 3rd attempt to be on it.
Okay.
So 3rd time's a charm, right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah. I was asked to be on last year's for 2020, but unfortunately we didn't. Theater West had to call that off mid-spring, early May, because of COVID. And a lot of the Theater West events at the time were canceled, and so it was just not meant to be last year.
Yeah.
So it's exciting this time that it's going to happen, and we're going to see people, and we're going to get to show off our yards. And
We appreciate the willingness to take on 2021. So.
Yeah, for sure. And so tell me a little bit about how it works. Where can we purchase tickets? When is the event? That kind of thing.
The event is Sunday, June 27th from
Okay.
4 p.m. to 8 p.m. And on the day of the event, you can get tickets at the Educational Service Unit 13. That's the only place we'll be selling tickets that day.
Okay.
But before the event, you can get them at the Gering Garden Center, at TC and More, Great Gardens in Torrington, Dirt Sticks in Scottsbluff, the Mixing Bowl in Gering, Compliments in Scottsbluff, and any Theater West board members. So we're out there. If you want a ticket, you know, I'm one of the people you can call.
tackle them if you have to.
Yeah. And then the Theater West box office. So they're available there.
Awesome.
Yeah, and it's going to be great to actually see people and have them get out and do things. And yeah, 2 of the properties on this year's Garden Walk are rather large. Not mine. Thank you very much. I'm glad I was asked because I have a smaller yard. So it's going to be fun.
That's the amazing thing. You know, your yard doesn't have to be huge, and it can still be beautiful, and it can still have a lot going on in it. You know, it just depends on, you know, how much of a gardener you want to be. Do you want to have grass? Do you want to have some flowers? Do you want to have a patio? Do you not want to have a patio? It's a great way to get some great ideas.
Yeah, for sure. I was just gonna ask, like, why someone would want to go on a garden walk. What would you tell someone to have them go?
I'll answer that.
Okay.
I've been going on garden walks for years. I think 2019 was the first one I had missed for quite a while. And my brother and sister-in-law from the Sandhills would come down, and we'd make it a family album or a family outing. It's great if you can grab a friend and go. I've gone with friends before. It's a fun time, and you will see more people that you probably haven't seen in quite a while on a garden walk. My brother and I always love to get ideas from different homeowners. We love to see the different kinds of plants in this area because, you know, I was telling Mary, gardening in western Nebraska is not for sissies. I mean, we've had heat, we've had hail. Yeah, I just had hail. What was it? Saturday night, I believe. Yep.
Oh,
Yeah,
shoot.
got some plants, and there'll be some nicks and dinks, but that's the joy of gardening here. I mean, we don't grow plants that necessarily grow other places. So the varieties of plants you see will always be very different. You will see xeriscaping plants, and once in a while you'll see something that you didn't know would grow here. If you've just moved to the area, it's a fantastic way to get in touch with what kinds of plants grow here. If you're building a new home, or if you bought a home, and even if you're just a gardener, because gardens evolve. Even if you are just a regular gardener, getting some ideas or plant pairings, that's always fun.
It's amazing. I was here recently at Delaney's to drop off her T-shirt, and she showed me around the yard, and it has changed just so much. I mean, it's just evolved, and that's the neat thing about gardening. I can go to a friend's house, and the first thing we want to do is we want to check out the garden because it just changes so much, you know. And this flower may not be blooming today, but it might have been blooming 2 weeks ago, you know, whatever. But there are some gorgeous, absolutely beautiful yards in this area, and I've been going for a long time. And a couple of years ago, we celebrated 25 years of the garden walk, so that's pretty amazing.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So you guys have been doing it for a while then. It's
Yes.
a pretty long-held tradition.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Oh yeah.
So what are you guys most looking forward to with this year's garden walk?
I'll answer that question, okay? I want to see the people. You
Yeah.
know, I didn't go on 2019's, 2020 if we didn't have it. And like I said, I see more people that I haven't seen in quite a while, and it's always fun to visit and pick brains. I'd love to show off my yard. This is a labor of love. I do it because I love it, not because I want it to, and it just happens to look pretty. How about that? Yeah.
Yeah.
My biggest fear, I'll tell Mary, my biggest fear is that nothing is going to bloom at the time of the garden walk. That's a gardener's nightmare right now.
Oh man. What
And,
about you?
you know, even though if the weather is, it doesn't matter if it's raining or sun shining, it's gonna go on because it's that day. I mean,
Yeah.
it's not, we can't ask homeowners to say, oh, well, let's put it off for another week, you know. No, it's happening on June 27th from 4 to 8, you know, and you can come at any time, you know. You can come at 4 or you can come at 6, anytime, and you can start, if you have your ticket, it has a map in there,
Okay.
and directions, so you can start anywhere you want. If you don't have your ticket, you want to start at the Educational Service Unit, so you can buy one. And in the ticket, there is a special little sheet where you can put your name and phone number, because we do give prizes, and we have some awesome prizes.
Nice.
Yes, we have a hanging basket from the Gering Garden Center, a garden flag from TC and More, and that's the winner's choice, which I think is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
And then 4 14-inch hanging baskets from Dirt Sticks, 12-pound Bill's Rose Food, and
Awesome rose food. I love that stuff.
tell us your secret.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's not my secret. It's Mr. Gable's secret, I can tell you that. But if you want to grow clematis, I mean, Bill's Rose Food is a fantastic fertilizer that was formatted by Bill Jordan, who does the Jordan's, who did the Jordan's line of fertilizers. And that is specially formatted for our area. But the best clematis I've ever seen, and Mr. Gable was on the garden walk maybe once or twice, I think twice, and he grows the most beautiful clematis you have ever seen, and his secret is Bill's Rose Food. I am so sorry I gave that away, Mr. Gable.
And then we also have Great Gardens out of Torrington gives us a $50 gift card, and Anita's Greenscaping gives us a decorative perennial, and then ABC Nursery has we don't know what it's going to be. It's a surprise prize.
Oh,
What are you giving us?
I don't know.
interesting.
This could be good.
It
Yeah.
could be.
It could be really good.
Well, thank you guys so much for talking with me today about the garden walk and everything.
We appreciate your time.
Yeah, of course. So once again, this was Mary Barkaloo and Deline Loudon, and I'm Olivia Weisler with the Star Herald. Thanks for watching.
Bye.